These cubes are in series, so this one says something, says it to this one, says it to this one, to this one, and then it goes back around. The plan is to put them in a circle, end that circle with what's called a critic that then sends it backwards or back around, but with added context so that they develop more context. And then also having branching dialogues that then return back to a critic that, again, just the critic is basically designed to freshen up the context so that it doesn't veer too far from the initial storyline, but it requires this cyclical thing to actually prove if it works or not. So once I get this cube race done, my next step is to pretty much just start saving all these conversations and figuring out what it does with the data as it moves through the whole chain, making big chains and experimenting. And then now that we have the function calls installed, I can get them to start putting together characters and scenes from this list of prefabs and whatnot. My plan is to make everything modular and then just give it a guide on how to put everything together, because it can mostly put stuff together, but I need a way to just cover the gaps, because there's still some gaps every now and then. And you can also see when you look at other AI generated narrative content, you'll have characters that just instantly reappear after being explicitly told they left the scene. So just got a lot of those confabulations. So this is also why I called it Confable, so it's the name. I just thought it would be a funny little thing. Anyways, let's get this started. You are the leader. You are to run, or you are to go forward. Person to keep going. So oh, here we go. Alright, let's say it stopped at 66, so only 22 messages were sent. You're the leader. Okay, so it says back, I move forward 1 unit along, the next person should continue moving as well. The next person should continue moving forward 1 unit along the x-axis. Received. And then what? So hold up, what did he say? The function said new position, so the user said you have moved forward 1 unit along the x-axis. So he told 6 that they're at 5, and 6 disagreed with that and said, apologies for the confusion, but I'm here. Is there anything else we can assist you with? And it said, no problem. No problem at all. And then it oh man. And then it just goes to this whole thing where it just starts thanking and thanking. Thank you for the unwavering support. It just gets bigger and bigger too. Oh my god. I can't. It's just repeating the same thing over and over again at this point. Like, the messages aren't even mutating that much. Oh, is it still going? What? Why? No, I don't want it to keep going.